Good evening. Where am I? Good evening. Welcome back to Roslyn Court. My name is Maureen Butler, and this evening we have Shake Me Up Sally. Hooray! With Sally and Brian and Tony and Lesley. They're going to be on in a minute. As usual, we've got the raffle. Everyone in here is in the raffle. The raffle this evening is an EP from the Magpie Ark is the first prize. I know, it's very exciting. The second prize is Who Gives a Crap Emergency Toilet Roll. Yay! At home, if you want to be part of this exciting experience, what you have to do is give us your money and write in the live chat, and then we'll put you in the raffle. Okay. So I'm going to sing you a song. It's the anthem of the Northeast, and you must join in. The bits that you can, join in. Okay. As I went through Sandgate, through Sandgate, through Sandgate, as I went through Sandgate, I heard a lassie sing. As I went through Sandgate, through Sandgate, through Sandgate, as I went through Sandgate, I heard a lassie sing. Oh, we'll make the keel row, the keel row, the keel row. We'll make the keel row that my laddie's in. And we'll make the keel row, the keel row, the keel row. We'll make the keel row that my laddie's in. Oh, we's like me Johnny, see Lisa Blythe a bonny. There's foremost amongst the many keel men at old Coley time. Ways like me Johnny, see Lisa Blythe a bonny. He's foremost amongst the many keel men at Coley time. He'll set and roll so tightly, and in the dance so sprightly. He'll set and shuffle slightly, it's true, were he not mine. He'll set and roll so tightly, and in the dance so sprightly. Cut and shuffle slightly, it's true, were he not mine. He wears a blue bonnet. He doesn't wear a blue robin. He wears a blue bonnet, blue bonnet, blue bonnet. He wears a blue bonnet, a dimple in his chin. He wears a blue bonnet, blue bonnet, blue bonnet. He wears a blue bonnet, a dimple in his chin. And we'll make the keel row, the keel row, the keel row. We'll make the keel row that my laddie's in. And we'll make the keel row, the keel row, the keel row. We'll make the keel row that my laddie's in. Bang. Okay. There's all sorts of things going on here. Okay, right. It's time to introduce to the stage Sally Ironmonger, Brian Carter, Tony Petty, and Lesley Petty. Hooray! Give it up for you guys.
Hello. I'm going to use this time.
It's lovely to be here. Lovely to see lots of familiar faces.
We're Shake Me Up Sally. That could be a question, but but we're going to start off with a Bob Dylan song. I think every set of music could benefit from a Bob Dylan song in it, I think. And this is the one that we've chosen for this set. And it was once described, I think, as the most sarcastic breakup song ever written. when the rooster crows at the break of dawn. Look out your window and I'll be gone. You are the reason I'm traveling on, but don't think twice, it's alright. And it ain't no use in turning on your light, babe, the light I never known. And it ain't no use in turning on your light, babe, I'm on the dark side of the road. I wish there was something you would do or say to try and make me change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway, but don't think twice, it's alright. And it ain't no use in calling out my name, girl, like you never done before. And it ain't no use in calling out my name, girl, I can't hear you anymore. I'm thinking and wondering all the way down the road. I once loved a woman, a child untold. I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. But don't think twice, it's alright. So long, honey, baby, where I'm bound, I can't tell. Goodbye's too good a word, babe, so I'll just say fairly well. I ain't saying you treated me unkind, could have done better, but I don't mind. You just kind of wasted my precious time, but don't think twice, don't think twice, don't think twice, it's alright. Thank you. Feature Mr. Tony Petty on the harmonica there.
Yes, which I nearly forgot. Just grabbed it in
It
time.
should have also featured me on the shaky egg.
But Sally did forget.
I forgot. I left my shaky egg over there. We won't worry about that.
I'm just checking that I brought my ukulele up. Wouldn't want
I
to
only
get
have to remember
embarrassed.
one thing. That's my sole instrument.
Well, at least you can't forget your instrument for this one because it's clicky fingers.
Oh yes, of course it is.
This song was introduced to us by the lovely Jenny, who's sitting over there. It's a song by Chumbawamba, and it tells the story of a man from Mexico who went with his comrades to fight in the revolutionary forces, was captured, was put before a firing squad, coup de grace, but managed to survive and made it to America, where he ended up, the only employment he could get was working in Ripley's Believe It or Not circus, hideously disfigured.
And this was actually the song that that sort of initiated Shake Me Up Sally, really,
Set
wasn't
us
it?
up
Because we
on
found
this,
that
experiment.
Tony and Lesley had started singing the song, and Brian and I had sung it and recorded it, and then
But we sang it first.
possibly. I couldn't possibly comment. Not that we're competitive or anything. So we thought, well, why don't we try and all do it together? And the rest.
Leave it, Sal, it ain't worth it.
Anyway. Oh, shaky banana. That could be good fun. Thank you. Can I borrow that?
Really?
You be careful with that.
We are seriously going to leave that. We are not going to go there. And we're on live stream. Oops. Anyway, I am challenged in the finger clicking department. This hand is fine. This hand is less than fine. So if anybody wants to help out with some finger clicking, that would be absolutely lovely. Listen close to this crooked mouth, for the story I will tell. Lived in Mexico by the name of Wenceslao Miguel. Left my home in Santiago, the heart of the city of Merida. Served with my brothers and sisters all for the army of Pancho Villa. Stand me straight against the nearest wall, line up your bravest soldiers, oh. 10 good shots, I'll take them all. They call me El Fusilado. The Federales captured me, bound up my arms with wire. Officer Kane, he said, take your aim, steady your guns and fire. Bullet holes all across my chest, ripped up my shirt and my body, oh. Heartbeat on through the silence comes to the rhythm of life inside me, oh. Stand me straight against the nearest wall, line up your bravest soldiers, oh. 10 good shots, I'll take them all. They call me El Fusilado. I fell to the ground, the officer came. One last shot to the head, oh. Heard through the pain as he walked away and left me there for dead, oh. All went quiet, so I crawled away. I wasn't giving up to the glory. 10 good shots, I took them all and lived to tell my story. Stand me straight against the nearest wall, line up your bravest soldiers, oh. 10 good shots, I'll take them all. They call me El Fusilado. Stand me straight against the nearest wall, line up your bravest soldiers, oh. 10 good shots, I'll take them all. They call me El Fusilado.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, yes. So this next song is a song that was written by Mike Waterson. Up a ladder, apparently, so the story goes, that Mike Waterson, the famous Waterson family of folk singers and songwriters, was up a ladder because he used to do a bit of painting and decorating, as all folk singers have got a job. And the sun came out, and he immediately thought, I've got to write this song. And we don't know whether he wrote the song while he was up the ladder or whether he actually went home and wrote the song. But anyway, it's a song about...
But something to think about, isn't it?
It's a song about the sun and sunny days. Can we have a chord, Brian, please,
Yes,
and a count?
you've had it 6 times.
Yeah, but you've got to do it at the right time. We're ready for it. And a count, you do.
1, 2, 3.
Today, bright Phoebus, she smiled down on me for the very first time. For the very first time, she smiled on me. Today, bright Phoebus, she smiled down on me for the very first time. For the very first time. For the very first time, she smiled on me. No more clouds, no more rain. Gone the clouds, Today, bright fever, she smiled down on me for the very first time.
For the very first time.
For the very first time, she smiled on me. This morning, cockerel crowed and he woke me for the very first time. For the very first time, he crowed for me. He flapped his wings and he strutted around for me for the very first time.
For the very first time.
For the very first time, he crowed for me.
No more clouds. No more rain. Gone the clouds. He smiled again.
Today, bright fever, she smiled down on me for the very first time.
For the very first time.
For the very first time, she smiled on me. Today, bright fever, she smiled down on me for the very first time.
For the very first time.
For the very first time, she smiled. She smiled. She smiled on me.
Thank you very much.
Very kind. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Just adjusting my.
Oh. He's adjusted his G string.
Again,
Again, he just enjoys
can't leave
so
it alone. So this is the song where we bring out the hitty thing, which is the technical term for this instrument.
The bonus of the hitty thing is that it doesn't have the stringy thing that the banjo has attached to it. It's the only benefit of a hitty thing.
So this song, well, it was written during the First World War in Ireland. And it's a song that it was written from the perspective of the women folk, the Separate. They're known as the Separate because their husbands were away fighting in the war and they were receiving separation payments from the British government. At the same time, the guys who didn't go off to fight for various reasons, be it conscientious objection, but probably more likely political reasons, nationalist reasons, became rather unfairly, I think, known as the
Slackers.
the slackers. That's the the slackers. Yeah, where did that come from? Okay, so the song is called Salonika, which obviously now is Thessalonica. I don't know where the the came from.
I can't do this.
Don't want to do this.
I'm not going to come from Chatham. I'm compromised with my
So the song's called Thessalonica.
Well, me husband's in Salonika and I wonder if he's dead. I wonder if he knows he's got a kid with a foxy head. So right away,
So right away,
so right away,
so right away,
right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. And when the war is over, what will the slackers do? They'll be hanging around the soldiers for the loan of a bob or two. So right away,
so right away,
so right away,
so right away,
so right away, Salonika, right away, you soldier boy. And when the war is over, what will the soldiers do? They'll be walking around on a leg and a half, and the slackers they'll have two. So right away,
so right away,
so right away,
so right away,
so right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. They tax a pound of butter and they tax the 8p bun. With all their blooming taxes, they can't beat the bloody Hun. So right away,
so right away,
so right away,
so right away,
right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. They tax the Colosseum and they tax St Mary's Hall. Why don't they tax the bobbies with their backs against the wall? So right away,
so right away,
so right away,
so right away,
so right
Right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. And when the war is over, what will the slackers do? For every kid in America in Cork there will be two. So right away, so right away, right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. They takes us up to Blarney and they lays us on the grass. They puts us in the family way and leaves us on our arse. So right away, so right away, so right away, so right away, right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. So right away, right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. Thank you.
Ukulele? Is it? All right.
It might be. I don't know.
Have a little sip of me beer.
I wrote out a little list of.
Everybody all right for a drink down there?
We're fine.
Shouldn't have said anything, should
Yeah, by the time you get it back, there won't be anything left. Wrote out the little list of songs for tonight. Used to write it in like 12-point on the computer, and tonight's list is written 18-point, bold print, and I still can't see it.
I've given up.
Age is not a wonderful thing.
I've given up. I can't see it. I know you can because you've got glasses on.
Well, I'm not vain, am I?
I've got me glasses on and I still can't see it.
So it's a lovely little song, very gentle song, quite unusual for us, from across the pond. Lesley, the kind gentleman on the sound desk is making signs.
Oh, I
at
do,
you.
don't I? But I thought I'd just tune up before I did that thing.
Yeah. Smoothly done, Lesley. Yeah, a little song
Brian
from
doesn't
across
let
the
me
pond.
plug my ukulele in either.
I'm just nice to people.
Sorry, Tony.
That's quite all right. Sally. So this is a song that we got from the singing of Gillian Welsh and Dave Rawlings, and it's called Dear Someone. It's lovely. They don't. I wanna go all over the world, start living free. I know that there's somebody who is waiting for me. I'll build a boat, steady and true. Soon as it's done, I'm gonna sail along in the dreams of my dear
I can't
Here
see.
we are. Little wistful love songs. Am I okay? Am I okay to unplug? Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Okay, so this song is called "Honest Work," and it's a song about the terrible consequences, really, that come from being denied the ability, the right to work and earn an honest wage, and the consequences that come from that, psychological, financial, whatever. Yeah.
Todd Rundgren.
It's by
Todd
Todd
Rundgren.
Rundgren,
Yeah.
who had a #1 hit once. Anyone know what that was? There's no prize, Jenny. Not even the toilet roll.
What was his hit? So you've told me. You've
Yeah,
said
they
I
this
just
saw the
teased
before.
light.
everyone.
I saw the light.
I saw that.
I saw the light.
How's it go?
How's it go?
I don't know. I know the answer. I don't know.
This wasn't his hit. We got this from the singing of Maddie Pryor.
I'm not afraid to bend my back. I'm not afraid of dirt. But how I feel, the things I do for lack of honest work. My family is lost to me. They couldn't bear the hurt to see the state their boy is in for lack of honest work. I hold no blame for anyone. 'Twas I who did arrange to pay my union dues so I'd not have to learn or change. And when I was replaced, 'twas I who started down the hill and drank away my savings till I couldn't stop myself. The prophets of a brave new world, captains of industry, have visions grand and great designs, but none have room for me. They see a world where everyone is rich and smart and young. But if I live to see such things, too late for me they come. I know I'm not the only one to fall beneath the wheel. Such company cannot assuage the loneliness I feel. So many are resigned to be society's debris, but I will be remembered for the life took from me. I'm not afraid to bend my back. I'm not afraid of dirt. But how I feel, the things I do for lack of honest work. Yes, how I feel, the things I do for lack of honest work.
Thank you very much.
I'm over here. I I would just like to talk. I would just like to talk to the people at home, please, for just a minute. You can do some knitting or something in here. I hope you're enjoying this as much as we are. We are a small, independent, unfunded venue, and if you could possibly see your way to donating, I didn't mean about chatting, really. If you could see your way to donating, it would be really, really good. And I was having a thought about what exactly it would be that how much you should give. And I was thinking, shake me up, Sally. What does it take to shake up Sally, do you think? So, and what I thought was, what about a vuvuzela? That would do it, wouldn't it?
What's the vuvuzela?
The big trumpety things that they used at the football.
Oh.
And you can get one of them on Amazon for £5. So if you could send us, to help us run these concerts, if you could send us the equivalent of a vuvuzela, that would be absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. Where can people purchase your CDs and that?
We haven't got any. We haven't got any.
Yeah, we're so new.
Because we only started doing it for a little bit of a laugh, and then we sort of got a bit more serious, and then who knows where it will lead. But at this point, it's all what's the word? I don't know what the word is. So yes, it's a bit spontaneous and a little bit emerging. I can't think of the right word. It's embryonic.
Do you have any CDs of your separate things?
Oh, we've always got CDs, yeah. We've got a loft full of CDs.
Yeah. So people can just come to your loft?
People can come to our house if they wanted to, but I wouldn't tell them where we live. But they could... Probably the best way to get them is going on to www.sallyironmonger.co.uk. And have Capella got CDs? Tony and Lesley perform as Capella.
We've got a CD that's about 20 years old.
23 years
With a lovely picture of us on the front looking quite young.
That's
oh, it's lovely.
Yeah, that's a very traditional CD. So, yeah. But,
Brilliant.
we can dredge that out for you if anybody wants one.
I'm glad I asked. Okay, thank you. You can continue now.
Thank you. Thank you. Are we going to do Rivers? Yes. So this is a song that this is a new song. I don't think actually we've performed it out.
This is the very first time outside
we haven't performed
of the
it.
house.
So that's just a warning. Okay.
It is a bit of a warning, and a sort of I suppose there's a, we're live streaming. We could be going completely global now. With this, not putting any pressure on. But anyway, this is a song. It's called Two Rivers. And it's a song that we've written as the theme tune for a show that we will be performing at Broadstairs Folk Week in just a couple of months' time.
And we hope to have finished it by then.
What, the song? We hope to be better at doing it. The premise of the Two Rivers show is that Tony and Lesley come from Woolwich, and on the Thames, Woolwich in it, and Brian and I come from Chatham and Rochester on the Medway.
No, what I mean.
In it, and so we had this sort of, we both sort of individually thought about the songs that we write and songs that we sing that are sort of inspired by the rivers that we sort of grew up around, and then we thought we'd do a project about actually the two rivers, and the fact that when you think about it, the populations that sit between the Thames and the Medway are quite a sort of transient populations. So people, you get quite a lot of examples of people who might have been born and brought up in London who end up coming, is it southeast, and live down in Kent, whether they're retired or whether they're just looking for a quieter life, or whether it's because it's more affordable. But there's also a long history of people moving from Kent up to London, whether it's for work or for entertainment. So it's just that's the sort of concept of that sort of mobile population, the ebb and the flow. Absolutely. Of people. I've never said that before, but I don't know if that was gobbledygook or
You
not.
should put that into the song.
I should put that into. I should have put the ebb and flow. I shouldn't.
Barney and Rose live by old Father Thames. The kids have all grown and the work's at an end. They think about leaving Bold Bells far behind and retire to the Garden of England.
Young Billy Baldwin was barely 19. He wanted to win, was ambitious and keen. The banks of the Medway had no work for him. He got the 6:35 every morning. The ebb and the flow of these people and dreams, between these two rivers they go. We can't escape them, we don't even try. Two rivers that map out our lives.
Now young... I'm sorry, I've forgotten the words. Shall I make out a name? It's gone, I'm sorry. Always ooh when you forget the words.
The boys in the band want to live their life loud. The bright lights draw them to the roar of the crowd. The city's a gateway, the world on a plate. You've got to be seen to be famous. The ebb and the flow of these people and dreams, between these two rivers they go. We can't escape them, we don't even try. Two rivers that map out our lives. Now Barney of Rose and young Billy and Joe are all the same tribe as we move to and fro, through A roads and B roads, past castles and keeps. You know these two rivers run deep. The ebb and the flow of these people and dreams, between these two rivers they go. We can't escape them, we don't even try. Two rivers that map out our lives. The ebb and the flow of these people and dreams, between these two rivers they go. Forever through the town and country, we can't escape them, we don't even try. Two rivers that map out our lives. Two rivers.
It's got a really good second verse, that song.
I bet you know it now, don't you?
I couldn't even help. I couldn't help it.
Did you see me looking pleadingly at you?
See, I gave you the verse. You did. And my responsibility for it there ended.
The irony of it is, though, that Tony and I actually live on the Swale,
Well, yes.
Yeah, well, we do now.
technically, but we are from London.
Poetic
We're DFLs.
license, it's
Yeah.
How many
called.
rivers do you need?
Tactician.
Oh, let's not go there yet.
Yeah. So anyway, if you want to hear the full version, come to
It comes
Broadstairs
to
Folk.
Broadstairs.
See, I said it'd work.
What after this, you think? Yeah. All right. We're going to do Gentle
Gentle
Gladys, commonly known as Gladys.
Yeah, so this is a song. It's called "The Gentle Arms of Eden." It's written by Dave Carter, and it's about where we all come from originally, depending on what
Well, like the Thames.
depending on what theory you believe. I mean, there's the Adam and Eve theory, which I think is about 5,000 years old. The other one's about 2 billion years old, as far as I'm aware. So bit of a gap between those two. We're going to go with the oldest one, and it goes something like this.
It's also sort of like it's about the fact that there's only one world, isn't there? One planet.
Yes.
It's about the fact that this is the only world that we have.
So we've got.
Bit of a
Yeah.
No, we do need to treasure it.
Yes, indeed.
That was the lead. Was it? Yes.
On a sleepy, endless ocean, when the world lay in a dream, there was rhythm in the splash and roll, not a voice to sing. So the moon fell on the breakers till the morning warmed the waves, and a single cell did jump and hum in joy as if to say, "This is my home, this is my only home, this is the only sacred ground that I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden." So the world shone round and brighter, and one turned into two, and two into 10,000 things, and old things into new. And on some virgin beachhead one lonesome creature crawled, and he looked about and he shouted out in a most astonished drawl, "This is my home, this is my only home, this is the only sacred ground that I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden." And all the sky was buzzing, and the ground was carpet green, and the wary children of the woods came dancing in between. And the people sang rejoicing when their fields were filled with grain, this song a celebration for their cities on the plain. "This is my home, this is my only home, this is the only sacred ground that I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden." Now there's smoke across the harbour, and there's factories on the shore, and this world is filled with greed and will, an enterprise of war. But I will lay my burdens in the cradle of your grace, and the smiling beaches of your love, and the sea of your embrace. "This is my home, this is my only home, this is the only sacred ground that I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden." Sing it with us. "This is my home, this is my only home, this is the only sacred ground that I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden." Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So we sung that a couple of times. We've recently been to Chippenham Folk Festival, and we sung that a couple of times over the course of the weekend. And a friend of ours, who the second time that we sang it, came up to Tony and said, "Oh, I'm so glad, I missed the introduction the first time when you were you said that it was about goddesses and stuff, and he said, because bear in mind she is Australian, and she said when I was listening to it, I just kept thinking you were singing Rock Me Gladys. So it's like so ever since then it's become the sort of Gladys song. So once you've got that in your head, you sort of can't quite rock me Gladys in the gentle arms of Eden.
No, we did record a very special version of it for them, sent it to them.
So we're now going to do a 1970s pop song from a 1970s supergroup. Yeah. You see that one? Oh no, not that group. No, not that group. No, not that. I don't to raise your expectations. Although we have seriously considered it. So it might be helpful if you think that possibly is a good idea. We'd be open to suggestions. Which ABBA song would be good?
What do you think, Bjorn?
you want to be Benny and Bjorn? He's constant. Once he's playing the guitar, this is what I live with. Once he's playing the guitar, you can't get any communication from him. Look, he's in the zone. I'll start now. When I was young, seemed that life was so wonderful, a miracle. Oh, it was beautiful, magical. And all the birds in the trees, they'd be singing so happily, joyfully, playfully watching me. Then they sent me away, teach me how to be sensible, logical, oh, responsible, practical. Then they showed me a world where I could be so dependable, clinical, oh, intellectual, cynical. There are times when all the world's asleep, the questions run too deep for such a simple man. Won't you please, please tell me what we've learned? I know it sounds absurd. Please tell me who I am. Who I am. Watch what you say. They'll be calling you a radical, a liberal, oh, fanatical criminal. Won't you sign up your name? We'd like to feel you're acceptable, respectable, presentable, a vegetable. And at night, when all the world's asleep, the questions run too deep for such a simple man. Won't you please, please tell me what we've learned? I know it sounds absurd. Please tell me who I am. Who I am. Yes, at night, when all the world's asleep, the questions run too deep for such a simple man. Won't you please, please tell me what we've learned? I know it sounds absurd. Please tell me who I am. Who I am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So any ABBA song suggestions, much appreciated.
On a postcard. The address, their loft.
We're going to do an Irish song, an Irish love song.
Oh, that would be nice.
And I think this is going to feature Mr. Tony Petty playing his G harp.
Is that a reminder to play the right one? Subtle.
Brian told me to say it.
Is it Blame Brian?
Yes, so this is a little love song which you will know, and you can sing along with if you wish.
Funnily enough, Lesley and I were in Ireland a little while ago, visiting some friends over there. And when I was over there, picked up a local newspaper, which had a headline which I thought was a little bit of a contradiction, actually. It confused me. It said, "Cork man drowns."
I find it quite insulting that Tony thinks this is
And did
funny
he?
or a contradiction.
Well,
Did he
no,
drown?
no, I think his name was Bob, actually.
My dad's family is from Cork. You know this.
Are you ready, Tony?
Was he
I am Bjorn, yes.
When first I saw the love light in your eyes, I thought the world had naught but joy for me. And even though we've drifted far apart, I never dreamed but what I dreamed of thee. I love you as I've never loved before. Since first I saw you on the village green. Come to me ere my dream of love is o'er. I love you as I loved you when you were sweet, when you were sweet, 16. I love you as I've never loved before. Since first I saw you on the village green. Come to me ere my dream of love is o'er. I love you as I loved you when you were sweet, when you were sweet, 16. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Right, first one for the Magpie Arc EP.
Mick. It says looks like donuts without my glasses on. Doughty. Mick Doughty. Sorry.
It's you, Nick.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, Mick.
Oh, nice one.
I should have put my glasses on.
And
the
for
second one?
for the most desirable thing, Sharon Shribling.
Oh, you've won a prize. Everyone gets in the raffle.
Fantastic. Okay, one more song. I can I just say I have a friend. I had a friend called called Paddy Brady, who used to sing that song to his wife every single morning in life. He would serenade her with that and a cup of tea. Yeah. We stayed there one night. It was quite irritating, actually. I liked the tea, though. The tea was good. Yeah. Ready?
I think so, yes.
Hurrah!
Brian suggested maybe finishing off the live stream, one more number, with you playing the guitar.
Okay, I can do that.
Do a Crosby, Stills and Nash number. Yeah. They've never done any of Sally and I's songs, but I'm not bitter.
We'll still do this.
Because we lost Dave Crosby earlier this year, didn't we?
This is for any people that used to be hippies out there.
Anybody else? Just me?
We know there is.
Two cathode.
Oh yeah. Which one is it?
Two. It was your
It's
suggestion.
a very new act.
Because normally, you know, we're so slick when it's, you know, when it's our 25-year-old act.
Well, so far we're only down one forgotten verse and one forgotten capo, so we're not doing too bad, are we?
So we're gonna. Sorry, I was just gonna say we're gonna finish the live stream with this. So we'll say goodbye to all the people out there in cyberspace.
Yes,
going,
thanks for tuning in.
And next
See
time,
you
come
somewhere
along.
in real life. You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picks, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. And you of tender years can know the fears that your elders grew by. So please help them with your youth. They seek the truth before they can die. Teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picks, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh, and know they love you, and know they love you.
Thanks for having us.
Shake me up, Sally, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tony and Lesley and Sally and Brian. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, fantastic. I also want to thank Andrew and Roger and John and Chris and Una. Who have I missed out? Lizzie's having a night out off in Galashiels, actually. Yes, it was me doing the posting when, for some reason, my phone, which was switched off, suddenly started shouting at me. I was checking the posting that I was doing, but one thing too many. Next week we have Namara. Have you heard Namara? They're wonderful, wonderful. They're coming back. They were here before, so Rob and Paul are returning. Just beautiful, lovely, gentle, but really, really strong songs. That's going to be good. And then the following week, we've got Charlie Hanna, who's absolutely gorgeous. Lovely songs he does too. He writes them. And then we've got Snottle Dogs, so we'll raise the roof with Shanty Loveliness. Then we're going to have a week off. There's a week off. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because Chris and I are going to see Bruce Springsteen. Yeah.
Oh.
And then following that, we've got Triage, so get them feet ready for tapping. That'd be good. That's in July, okay. On the 20th, we've got an Irish evening, an Irish session here. Una runs the Irish session, so bring your songs, bring your tunes. On the 26th, we've got Scratch Band, bring your instrument. And James Kerry will lead us in the exploration of a tune. It's fabulous, it's such a good evening, we really love it. And the bar's open as well, yes, it helps. So, thank you very much. Shake me up, Sally.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
We're going for a break. You at home, you're finished now, sorry. But we're coming back afterwards for more of this. My name's Maureen Butler. Thank you very much. See you next week for Namara. Bye.